This video will show you how to function the ABOS web-based longitudinal assessment platform. This platform will be utilized to choose and review ABOS WLA knowledge sources and can be accessed for the delivery of the ABOS WLA knowledge assessment as you work toward completion of the knowledge assessment portion of ABOS recertification. If you require a complete overview of the ABOS WLA pathway, please go to abos.org, choose Maintenance of Certification, and ABOS WLA. If you have accessed this video, you have signed into your ABOS dashboard and chosen the ABOS WLA link here. If at any time you are logged out of the ABOS WLA platform, this login page will appear. Please log in with the same username and password used to access your ABOS dashboard. Upon entering the platform, this welcome page will appear. Please note that the recommended minimum screen resolution is listed here. This resolution is typical for a desktop computer. We do not recommend the use of a handheld device for this platform. The summary of steps to participate in this assessment are also listed. Between January 9th and May 22nd, you can review the complete list of knowledge sources. You can select 15 knowledge sources for in-depth review. Knowledge sources can be changed up to the time you pay your assessment fee. And you can attest to compliance with the ABOS WLA participation agreement. Between April 3rd and May 22nd, you can pay the ABOS WLA annual knowledge assessment fee. You can answer 30 questions. All 30 questions do not need to be answered in one sitting. The ABOS WLA overview video is accessible on this page, as well as this platform tutorial that you are now viewing. Please click the View All Knowledge Sources button to proceed. You have now come to the full list of ABOS WLA knowledge sources. Knowledge sources are journal articles, practice guidelines, AUCs, and other similar options. These are organized by orthopedic subspecialty. The first category listed here is named Required by ABOS. The ABOS WLA Knowledge Assessment Program allows the board to require that certain knowledge sources be chosen by all participating diplomates in any year. There is one required knowledge source, and that is listed here. As you scroll through the available knowledge sources, note that each subspecialty can be collapsed or expanded using the small arrows on the right side of each bar as so. The title of each knowledge source is a link. When a knowledge source title is clicked, a PDF or a new web page with access to the knowledge source will open. All ABOS WLA knowledge sources are open access to ABOS diplomates. You are welcome to explore all knowledge sources or even predetermine your choices for the 15 you will need to select prior to answering questions in the assessment portion of the ABOS WLA program. To select a knowledge source, please click the Select button as so. You will see the counter here that keeps track of your selections. If you have a subspecialty certificate in orthopedic sports medicine or surgery of the hand, you are required to choose 5 knowledge sources from that subspecialty. There will be an additional counter displayed in that case. You will notice that if you have participated in the ABOS WLA already, some previously selected knowledge sources will not be available. I will choose 15 knowledge sources now in order to proceed with this demonstration. After selecting 15 knowledge sources, the ABOS WLA Participation Agreement link will appear here. The ABOS WLA Participation Agreement will now be displayed. Please review and click below to attest. At any time, you can view your selected knowledge sources by clicking here in the menu at My Selected Knowledge Sources. The titles here are also links. You can easily move back and forth between the All Knowledge Sources screen and My Selected Knowledge Sources screen as you tailor your choices. Once again, your knowledge sources will not be locked until you pay the assessment fee. Beginning in April, if you have made your knowledge source selections and attested to the ABOS WLA participation agreement, you can proceed to paying the assessment fee and begin your questions. Please choose the WLA payment link here and continue to the payment screen. To pay this year's ABOS WLA Knowledge Assessment fee, please enter your credit card information. This is the only form of payment accepted. A receipt will immediately be sent to the email address you enter. Please note that the fee for general recertification is $260 and $300 if you are recertifying your subspecialty in sports medicine or surgery of the hand. Now that you have signed the participation agreement and paid the assessment fee, you can start your questions. Please choose Start Questions here to begin. An example of a WLA question is now shown. You can see that this is question 1 of 2 for this particular knowledge source shown here. You have 3 minutes to answer the question as indicated by the timer. Once answered, you will immediately be told if your answer is correct or incorrect. You can then see here which question will be administered next. At this point, you can continue with questions or exit the assessment and return to answer questions at another time. Please note, if you are logged out while answering a question, you should quickly log back in. As long as you still have time on the clock, your question can still be answered. I will now select my ABOS WLA dashboard from the menu. The ABOS is giving diplomates the freedom to answer as many questions as they choose at one time between April 3rd and May 22nd. Once you begin answering questions, this counter will display how many questions you have been administered and how many remain for the year. 30 questions, 2 pertaining to each knowledge source, will be administered each year. Also displayed on the dashboard is your performance per year. The ABOS WLA is a longitudinal assessment, and this summary will help you determine your progress in future years as you work towards achieving the passing standard. The requirements to complete the ABOS WLA specific to your certification expiration date are listed here. Another resource to note that is accessible from the dashboard are the frequently asked questions. The link is here. These frequently asked questions can help provide an abundance of information regarding eligibility, participation, the knowledge sources, and the questions. In addition, the support prompt is located here. You can choose General ABOS Contact, which will bring you to the contact information for technical support, as well as the ABOS staff, who can help you with all non-technical concerns. Another option under the support link is to report a technical issue. Outside of the support call-in hours, please use this form. The ABOS will review all reports and respond. Many of the issues diplomates had in the past had to do with inconsistencies with the internet. If you have this issue while answering a question, log back in and your question will still be open for you to answer, as long as you still have time on the clock. The third option under the support link is to report a question concern. Please choose this if you have an issue with the validity of an ABOS WLA question. Beginning in April, once chosen, the question history page will appear. To the right of each question you have been administered, you will see this link, Report Question Concern. The ABOS will carefully review all reported question concerns and couple that information with item performance data as part of a post-administration analysis. Questions that do not perform well will be deleted and counted as correct. After the post-administration analysis, ABOS WLA scores will be adjusted based on the reviews. If you have any questions after reviewing the final results, please contact the ABOS office at that time. This concludes the ABOS WLA tutorial video.